What's going on, guys? Britta here, back with Free Code Camps. Learn CSS Grid by Building a Magazine, and we are on step 66. You will need to have a column for text and a column for images. Give the dot text with images selector a grid template columns property set to 1FR, 2FR. Also set the column gap to 3 rem to provide more spacing between the columns. Give the text with images selector a margin bottom of 3 rem. Create a dot list selector. List style type set to none. This will get rid of the bullet points. Give the list selector a margin top set to 2. Give a dot lists li rule to target the list items within your dot list element. Give it a margin bottom of 1.5. Let's see, we're going to see this change here. 1.5 rem. Alright, you can see it separated out between the items there. Okay, create a dot list title. Dot list subtitle selector. Color property to number 00 beef. There we go. Change the color there. Alright, time to style the last section of the magazine, the images. The images are wrapped within a side element using the image wrapper class. So create a dot image wrapper selector, set the display to grid. The images should be within a 2-column, 3-row layout. Give the image wrapper a grid template columns set to 2FR, 1FR. Grid template rows set to repeat 3 min contents. This will give our grid rows that adjust in height based on the content, but columns that remain a fixed width based on the container. So you can see that based on the size there, they're the same width. Okay, the gap property is a shorthand way to set the value of column gap and row gap at the same time. If given one value, it sets the column gap and row gap both to that value. If given 2 values, it sets the row gap to the first value and the column gap to the second. Give the image wrapper a gap property set to 2 rem. The place items property can be used to set the align items and justify items values at the same time. The place items property takes 1 or 2 values. If 1 value is provided, it is used for both the align items and justify items properties. If 2 values are provided, the first value is used for the align items property and the second is used for the justify items property. Give the image wrapper selector a place items set to center. Create a dot image 1, dot image 3 rule, and give it a grid column property set to 1/-1. Alright, now that the magazine layout is finished, let's take a peek at it. Looking good, looking good. You need to make it responsive. Start with an @media query for only screen with a max width of 720 pixels. Inside, create an image wrapper selector and give it a grid max width 20 pixels. Only screen. max width. I don't think this is right. Well, I know it's not right, obviously. Then we need to do a dot image wrapper selector, give it a grid template columns set to 1FR. Alright, so this at media rule is where I'm unsure here. This always messes me up. I think this is supposed to be in here. No. Let's see if we can get some help. At media, screen, and so maybe screen and let's go out of here. At media, screen, and there we go. There we go. We're almost done, guys. All right, so create another at media query for only screen and max width 600 pixels. Within it, create a dot text with images rule and give it a grid template columns of 1FR. This will collapse your bottom text area into a single column on smaller screens. So the bottom text area, there we go. Okay, create a third at media query for only screen, max width, excuse me, 550 pixels. We don't need that. And then within it, create a dot hero title selector with a font size set to 6 rem. A dot hero subtitle dot author dot quote dot list title selector with a font size, let's see where that's going to be, hero, okay, 1.8, and then a dot social icon selector with a font size of 2 rem, and a dot text font size of 1.6. All right, create one final at media query. Within it, do a here title selector, font size set to 4.5. Congratulations, your magazine is now complete. And let's get rid of that. And there it is. Let's do the preview of it. Where'd the preview go? Oh, that's getting rid of the whole thing. Okay. There's our magazine, guys. We are done. Let's see what's going to be next. So let's go back to our curriculum here, and we have completed the magazine. So next we're going to have a project. All right, guys, I want to thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.